We'll call this a tale of damaging storm threats. This is the tornado that damaged buildings in Kearney, Nebraska late yesterday. And then there's the hail that blanketed roads in New Mexico, looking like snow. Now, both are on the move right now. We'll find out who's at risk now and how long the threat of severe weather will last. It looks like severe weather continues this morning. I'm Kim Perez, and Jen's here with me. And Jen, you know, Kearney, Nebraska, the home of the largest hailstone being ever reported.
Several years ago, a 7-inch hailstone was reported. Now we are cleaning up from tornado damage. It is a significant morning here as you watch here across the region in Kearney. We've had more than 200 reports of severe weather here since storm started yesterday. And this week has been our most active week yet this year. Started off on Sunday with the most active day of the year, more than 540 reports of severe weather here. It has continued throughout the week here, and yesterday was a very active day here with more than 50 reports of tornadoes.
And Jen, we're going to add to it. You know, I mean, we're talking about today and tomorrow the threat of more severe storms, and maybe displaced a little bit farther to east this time. Chicago, St. Louis, we may be adding reports from your neighborhoods. So be advised, be leery today of the weather in this area. Severe storms could be breaking out, and maybe central Illinois getting hit hard today, maybe even the chance of isolated tornadoes in that area. Now, as this front pushes east, it's the northeast turn tomorrow. Anywhere from, let's say, Hartford southward to Raleigh. As this front comes through, watch out. We'll see those storms building and producing some very heavy rain, and also the threat for severe storms to roll through. But just moving out just in time Sunday here in Dover for the big NASCAR race. Looking good. But watch out, Charlotte and Nashville, as storms will be coming your way on Sunday. Now, Jen shows us some of the damage done in Kearney, Nebraska.
Yeah, the residents quickly got out to try to clean up the damage that is strewn all over the neighborhood streets. But there is so much debris that cleanup equipment for the homeowners just can't get through. The storms rocked Kearney last night, and it's unclear yet whether an actual tornado touched down. The governor has already declared a state of emergency. Whether it was a tornado or straight line winds, we're going to see scenes like that here that are littered across the region. Kearney, one of the towns, Belleville, Kansas, another town in Jefferson County here in Nebraska, around the town of Fairbury. Possible tornado, a lot of power outages, and this is one spot where officials are asking people to stay indoors, stay home until they're able to assess what has happened and the safety of the area. This morning, we've been tracking severe weather. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for Marion County that continues in effect this morning. We are going to watch for the potential of some very strong winds as we watch the system continue to track towards the east, mainly a little bit north of east here. Again, a tornado warning remaining in effect, too, for the eastern end of this here. Significant winds, maybe more than 70 miles an hour. Whether it's a tornado or whether it's strong winds, you could see some damage. There's already been reports this morning in Marion County of some homes damaged and of some garages damaged in the town of Attica. Now, where we're going to anticipate more severe weather today, a large area here across the Great Lakes back towards the Midwest here. South of Chicago, including around Peoria, this area here in central Illinois, this is the area at more moderate risk here, according to the Storm Prediction Center, for severe weather. Large hail, damaging winds. There is even the chance of tornadoes again today. A lot of this going to occur as we head into the afternoon. We'll probably get a lull in severe weather. That often happens here where in the morning time you get some quiet. But then after that, as you have some daytime heating, that feeding the atmosphere, heating things up, clouds build, and you'll start to see those thunderstorms build here in the afternoon and especially into the early evening right before sunset. Chicago heads up around the rush hour. Fargo, 72 today, maybe a thunderstorm. There could be more tomorrow underneath the upper level low, and that could affect you around Minneapolis as well with 78 degrees and the chance for some small hail with some of these storms tomorrow. Kim, as we head into the northeast, everything does head east, but it's tomorrow, not today, that we're affected.
And you better be out there enjoying it, right? How about going to the pool today, or, you know, maybe going to a baseball game and the Mets at home, the Phillies at home, some gorgeous weather, but we have to get past the chill that's still out there this morning. Temperatures are warmer than yesterday at this time. That's the good news. Bad news is some of the higher elevations still dealing with temperatures around freezing this morning, including here in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Temperatures in the low 30s, so there is some frost to be said out there this morning. But overall, again, temperatures warmer than yesterday, so we're up near 60 degrees currently in Washington, D.C. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day today. Now, you're a little nervous probably seeing what's off to the west, and you should be, because this is the storm that is going to be impacting you tomorrow. So we may be dealing with it tomorrow morning at this time in Pittsburgh and in Buffalo. Some high clouds rolling in now, but it will be severe storms possibly tomorrow morning and then during the afternoon here in New York City. So our forecast for the Northeast telling us, hey, enjoy this day, delightful weather. That's no other way to describe it. I mean, low humidity, beautiful. And then tomorrow the humidity moves in and we get storms to roll in. Looks like Sunday in Burlington. We could see storms here at New York City. It's going to be coming in, looks like tomorrow, but Sunday we're back to the mid-70s and sunshine returning. So heads up on that severe tomorrow. But now let's get to the south where it's pretty dry out here, but some storms in Florida, Jen.
There's a couple of showers in South Florida, Kim. The only spot where it's wet this morning in the south. We do have a lot of humidity, though, in the south here, and we actually have a lot of fog that we're dealing with across parts of Mississippi and into Georgia. Alma, Georgia, reporting some low visibilities. Tupelo down to a quarter-mile visibility here. But that's it in terms of what's happening in the south here. It's murky with 3-4 mile visibility across a lot of East Tennessee down into Georgia. We have a warm front, but the only thing this warm front is going to do today in the south is promote more warm temperatures. You can see the clear skies, so it is going to warm up pretty quickly across this region. Here's a look at your forecast here into the south. Raleigh, another warm day, 85 degrees, warmer than yesterday. We could see our first 90 of the season here on Saturday. And as we head further to the south, Orlando keeps it hot with thunderstorms in the forecast for Sunday. Kim?
You know, this getaway day, there's no getting away from storms. And in Florida, there seems to be no getting away from the smoke of brush fires either. Now, ahead, find out when some wet relief could help douse the latest damaging fire.
Tired of small portions and big prices? Introducing Long John Silver's new Monster Fish with Monster Puffs basket. A monster value just $3.99. Long John Silver's, throw boring overboard.
I decided to redecorate our living room. But no matter what I did, something didn't feel right. And then I figured it out. It wasn't the room.
What?
So I used the cash I got back to redecorate my husband.
With your City Cash returns card, earn unlimited cash back and get it mailed to you automatically. Whatever your story is, your City Cash returns card can help you write it.
Roscoe!
Everybody takes more when they can get it. PetSmart bonus days. Look for bonus bags throughout the store. PetSmart. Be better together.
The elements outside are beyond your control. But day in and day out, a Train system heats, cools, and even cleans the air inside your home perfectly. No matter what Mother Nature may throw at you. To learn more, go to train.com. It's hard to stop a train.
The Weather Channel you know is about to change. As always, we'll present the weather news and forecasts you've come to expect. But the Weather Channel in HD, that's different.
Good morning, you're watching.
Start the day with your weather today in HD.
When weather changed history, Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8s.
My fence, my front yard. It's gone.
Flames have damaged several homes in Naples, Florida. At least 50 homes have been evacuated. The fire spread very quickly over dry land. It covers 200 acres and is now only 15% contained. You know, the Naples blaze is just the latest brush fire to trouble Florida, but it looks like rain's ahead to help in South Florida. And radar showing us a little bit of rain coming into South Florida at this time. Now, we may be looking at mainly cloud-free skies, but by the afternoon hours, there's a chance of some thunderstorms maybe in South Florida today. And that's good news. All right, after such a chilly start there this week around the Great Lakes and in the Northeast, some welcome warmth has finally moved your way. And it's because of this warm front and the storm system that'll be heading up towards this area. So with that warm front approaching, temperatures are going to be going up. Temperatures in the 80s in that warm sector between that cold front and that warm front. So Cincinnati in the mid-80s versus north of the warm front will be in the 70s. But hang in there. We're going to get those temperatures up there too. Unfortunately, though, with those warmer temperatures, we also will increase the threat for severe storms for the Ohio Valley. That's later today. Tomorrow it's D.C. and maybe New York City dealing with severe storms as well. Now, another reason is the upper levels. We have this ridge that's built in across the Midwest, and Oklahoma City dealing with this ridge. Temperatures in the upper 80s, so a lot of sinking air. That air likes to warm when it sinks, and that's why we're seeing such warm conditions and not much in the way of any clouds out there. Dallas, 94 degrees, and that means a 7-degree departure from average, so above average temperatures. And this ridge staying in that area and actually lifting a little bit further north too across the Ohio Valley. D.C. up to 86 degrees. Again, with that jet stream to the north, we're typically warmer to the south and cooler to the north, and there's no change in this pattern for a little while. All right, Jen's joining us now looking at travel conditions. And Jen, with all the severe weather around, even around the Chicago area, maybe later today, there's got to be some airport problems.
There's going to be, I think, as we head through today here, we could have some significant delays for some travelers. And we'll tell you who. We're going to talk with the FAA. Joining us this morning is Deborah Griffith. Deborah, good morning. You know, weather for once won't cause any problems in the Northeast, but it's Chicago where the rain is already closing in. What are you expecting here?
Well, good morning, Jen. Yes, Chicago has that line of thunderstorms just west of them, which are currently affecting our west departures. These departures are actually being rerouted now around those storms. We also expect a ground delay program this morning as soon as it starts to rain, because it's the rain that's going to reduce the arrival rate. Now, the rain is expected anywhere from 7 till 10 o'clock in the morning, so that's the iffy part there. But once it starts, we expect delays to be somewhere between 75 minutes and 90 minutes and probably exist for the rest of the day.
And maybe even getting worse. We'll keep tabs on that. Now, what about Atlanta this morning? Ceilings are sort of low. We have some fog. Are we seeing any delays?
Well, not yet, but Atlanta does have these low ceilings, and that's going to affect just that big first arrival push around 8 a.m. We could have a limited ground stop, which is going to just delay the close-in airports for approximately 45 minutes to an hour. Then we expect those ceilings to start raising and get a little bit better, and probably no problems for the rest of the day.
Sounds good for a Friday. Thanks, Deb. We'll check back with you in an hour to get an update on that situation in Chicago. That's on your weather today. If you are traveling to some other spots, we have a look at what's happening in Vegas for a weekend getaway. Looking fantastic. 88 degrees at 3 o'clock. No weather delays here. San Francisco, the low clouds could be an issue this morning. New York City, LaGuardia, finally getting a clean bill of health this week here. Weather-wise, anyway, looking at the airport, looking fine. What a morning in New York City. Central Park reporting 60 degrees, and we are going to warm temperatures through the 70s today. This is a weekend to head up to the Hamptons, enjoy your beaches. Jones Beach last weekend reported record numbers, more than 500,000 people. Hopefully the crowds will be a little less this weekend, so you get a good spot there on the beach. And that is unfortunately furthest from your mind here into Iowa this morning, where travelers are dealing with some very heavy rain and some strong winds associated with thunderstorms. You're watching these thunderstorms that have now created a line of storms here stretching from Iowa City down towards Ottumwa here. There could be some significant wind damage with this. And then we have the heavy rain concern. That's north of I-80, Waterloo, Manchester. These are just some of the locations where flash flooding could occur, especially near the streams and the creeks. Well, this system, Kim, it's all heading east for the weekend here. What does that mean for weekend plans in the Northeast?
Well, you know, think about an alternate plan maybe for Saturday here in New York City, also here into Washington, D.C., where severe storms may be going on in the afternoon hours and even maybe isolated tornadoes with this. And of course, airports, Jen, as you can tell us, it could be a problem here tomorrow. Scattered storms even into Memphis and into Tulsa as well. But I'll tell you, Dallas, San Antonio, it is going to be dry. We have no rain in the forecast for you over the next 7 days, and temperatures just get hotter over the next few days. A few 50s here into north northern New England. That's it on Saturday. Otherwise, temperature is pretty status quo, if not above average for a lot of us. How about some rain in the southeast? We'll take it. There could be a few isolated severe storms, though, with this, and more storms coming into the northern plains, and some of them could be severe again around Omaha and Des Moines.
This program was brought to you by Liberty Mutual. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Hello?
Yes, this is Walter?
Yes, this is Walter.
Sir, I may have found something that belongs to you.
What is it?
Sir, if you look out your window, I can show you.
Every day, millions of people choose to do the right thing. There's an insurance company that does that too. Responsibility. What's your policy? Liberty Mutual Insurance.
You all work hard, you deserve a reward. Well, some of you do anyway. Which is why when you go to a Holiday Inn, you earn Priority Club points. And only those points will get you free nights in a hotel. Any hotel, anywhere in the world. Mr. Shaw, I see you.
Sir? What? The more you stay, the more you earn. Holiday Inn.
The phone company has an important message for its customers. Don't listen to Vonage.
Well, over 2 million people have already switched to Vonage.
Oh, really?
With Vonage, you get unlimited local and long-distance calls for just $24.99 a month.
Unlimited for just $24.99?
What do you charge?
Hey, for over 100 years, the only thing we've changed is...
Your prices?
Whoa.
Sign up now with Vonage and get 1 month free using your high-speed internet connection.
Call 1-800-970-7034 or go online today.
And now, your local on the 8s.
Closed captioning hours on the Weather Channel brought to you by GE Silicone 2.
And locally at Bob's house, we're seeing light winds from the attic and kitchen and a strong breeze coming out of the basement. Bob?
Seal it and save with GE.
Off with more than 50 reports of tornadoes from yesterday through this point today, and we are still tracking possible severe weather this morning. The main threat right now is very gusty winds with thunderstorms here that stretch from Iowa City down towards the Autumna area, and we do have both a tornado watch, which means that conditions are ripe for tornadoes, but the present concern is a severe thunderstorm warning, and this warning is in effect for Iowa County, for Keokuk County, and western Washington County here. Winds in excess of 7 70 miles an hour are possible. We've had reports of damage already this morning in Marion, in the town of Oskaloosa, and we are anticipating some significant winds right along Interstate 80, stretching here from mile markers 205 all the way to 227. Yesterday in Nebraska, there were reports of big rigs blown off the interstates here, whether it was wind damage or a possible tornado that's still yet to be decided. But we have new scenes coming in now of a tornado in Beloit, Kansas here. A storm chaser, new reports coming in of a storm chaser. And you know, there were reports from storm chasers yesterday of tornadoes with multiple vortexes. And situation here across parts of Kansas, Beloit, Belleville, around the Glen Elders area, just some of the areas that have been highly impacted by potential tornadoes and some strong and significant winds. You know, watching this area right now with some heavy rain as well, and that's mainly north of Interstate 80, where there's a flash flooding concern as well, and we'll continue to track that for you. There's another flooding concern, and that's in the tropics.
That's right, Jen. You know, Central America is struggling due to the first tropical storm of the East Pacific. What is now Tropical Depression Alma made landfall Thursday in Nicaragua. 25,000 people evacuated before Alma struck. Now, there are reports of some homes that are destroyed, and power and phone service are out, too. Costa Rica is also struggling with flooding. Rain from this tropical depression. It poured for hours, filling streets and triggering landslides that have blocked some highways. And we're still concerned that we could see maybe 10 to 15 inches of rain out of this. I mean, it's still an entity and it's still capable of producing some very heavy rainfall. So tell your families and friends that's down here to stay vigilant to this. Now, we're going to be looking at some of those showers and storms that could produce some heavy rain in parts of the Northeast here for tomorrow, possibly severe storms as well. Of course, we're following the storms now that have had a history of damage. Ahead, learn how we'll be following them for you throughout the morning. And stay tuned for a very special piece of history.
That was the old me, out of shape and too much weight. I didn't like the way I felt or the way I looked. So I went on Nutrisystem and lost 40 pounds, and I never looked back.
Now you can do what Marie did and lose weight on Nutrisystem.
With 8 kids and a busy career, you need a lot of patience. What I didn't need was a lot of work. With Nutrisystem, I just heat and eat. Now this, I can handle.
And now losing weight is easier and healthier than ever, thanks to the all-new Nutrisystem Advanced.
Do something good for you. Call Nutrisystem. Change your life and get the body you want. This is the new me, 40 pounds lighter and feeling better than ever. Thank you, Nutrisystem. I love you.
Just order Nutrisystem Advanced today to get 4 weeks of delicious meals and discover how you can get 3 additional weeks free.
You got to try the new program. It is so amazing. I get to eat 5 times a day. I mean, what diet lets you do that? Pizza, pasta, burgers, even chocolate. In just 90 seconds, you can have a healthy, great-tasting meal that will help you lose weight. Look at me. I have a waistline again.
Plus, it's affordable. For about $10 a day, you can start getting real results and love the way you look. It's our easiest, healthiest program ever. They deliver your meals right to your door, and the shipping is free.
Check it out. I've lost 40 pounds eating chocolate. How did I do this?
If you really want to lose weight, try our all-new Nutrisystem Advanced and see how people across America are losing weight on Nutrisystem.
The best thing about Nutrisystem, it works. I bet you aren't that different from me. You'll get results too. Nutrisystem will help you change your life.
Call now 877-916-8446 to find out how you can get 3 additional weeks absolutely free.
Marshall Cease joins us now for a preview of your weather today.
Good morning, Marshall.
Good morning, Jan. Hi, Kim.
Good morning.
Well, what a month it has been for severe weather. In just the past 8 days, we've had 243 tornado reports. And last night, Kansas and Nebraska got slammed again. This video looks like a hurricane making landfall, but it's actually severe weather in Nebraska. And the storms are still going strong from Iowa to Illinois, including Chicago to central Michigan. We'll continue to track them through the morning. Plus, we'll look ahead to the weekend. You guys have a good weekend.
Oh, you too. Thanks, Marshall.
Well, a lot of changes coming to the Weather Channel. You know, by Monday, the Your Weather Today team is going HD, but here on First Outlook, Kim is leaving us. She's not leaving the Weather Channel. She's going to later in the morning. So you have worked here at the Weather Channel for 17 years. You've worked around the clock, except for in the late morning, early afternoon.
And now I finally get
now
I
you're going to
wish
get to cover it.
I
Boy,
get to do it.
Kim, look at these hairstyles
Oh,
as we
my
go back
gosh.
over the years here.
That is not me, Jen.
Oh, look at that hair. 1999, you were partnered with Ward
Oh,
Madden.
my
You've had a
gosh.
lot of partners. You worked with Paul Goodlow in the evenings.
I did.
Oh, and then you were on mornings with Cheryl. And then, Nick Walker joining
Where'd
us.
you get
and
these?
I joined the crew back in. Oh, look at that hairdo. I love it. I love to look at the old hairstyles.
Oh,
It's been
my
fun,
God.
Kim.
Look at that hairdo.
It's
There
been
we
fun.
go.
So we'll look forward to seeing you and after some more well-rested nights, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, lots of sleep. 100 hours behind.
Introducing Neo To Go. Ready, aim, protect. Now Neosporin gives you germ-killing infection protection anywhere. New Neo To Go. Every cut, every time, everywhere.
Thank you, Aunt Sarah, for sending money from afar.
Send money within the U.S. with Western Union next-day service for as low as $9.99.
Thanks for the birthday money, Aunt Sarah. I love it. Me too.
Western Union. You're never far apart.
How can you know for sure that Activia yogurt from Dannon really works? Take your pick. You can ask one of the millions of Americans who already eat Activia every day, or you can check out any one of the multiple clinical studies that have been conducted. Just log on to Activia.com.
With the natural culture Bifidus regularis, Activia eaten every day is clinically proven to help regulate your digestive system in 2 weeks.
Or you could try a more enjoyable research methodology.
We're very excited to have you working in the Calvin Klein department, Gabriel. You must know Martha.
Oh, hello. Really look forward to working with you. Oh, my.
Well, here we are. Need anything else?
So very shallow.
Bringing the stars together. That's the magic of Macy's.
The Weather Channel you know is about to change. As always, we'll present the weather news and forecasts you've come to expect. But the Weather Channel in HD, that's different.
Good morning, you're watching.
Start the day with your weather today in HD.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station or newspaper.
When weather changed history, Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8s.